Right guys, welcome back to the channel. So today what we're going to go over is 5 things that the top producers are doing. So this is like producers like Nick Mira and Internet Money, since everybody's trying to get that sound. I posted a video yesterday about guitar beats, so if you missed that, go watch that. I'm wearing this hat because it's COVID, alright? So just forget about it. If you're new here, follow me on Instagram at myhzy. Subscribe if you're new. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We just hit 500. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Let's get into it. Right, so now we are in Logic and I've got this beat puller. It's like some Juice WRLD guitar beat. I've wrote a little list on my phone, so we're just gonna go over these. So the first thing would be a soft clipper. Many people in the producer community talk about this a lot. If you're in FL Studio, you're probably already using one, but in Logic, we don't have one. So I used to watch a lot of like Nick Mira producing on like Twitch and stuff like that, and he would always have this like crunchy drum sound, which all the top producers seems to have. So it took about 2 years for me to realize that I need a soft clipper, and I did a lot of experimenting with a lot of different ones, and I came to this one. So this is the T-Rex 5 soft clipper, and this has been a complete game changer. Since I got this soft clipper, my beats have gone like pretty good. So I definitely recommend getting this one. This is the T-Rex 5. So I'm just going to turn it off and you can hear the difference. It's mainly with the kicks. It just makes the kicks like just... And this is with. So that kick literally sounds completely different. Number 2 is transition. So here we have just like a fully mid beat, and as you can see here, I've got like a lot of transitional effects. So this really helps the beat hit a lot harder with like transitions like this riser. Then we have these other like swoosh transitions, which sort of help break down like where the verse and the chorus is. So here's the beginning of the beat. So yeah, so as you can hear, that comes in a lot harder with the swipe transition. All these sounds are in my free drum kit, so if you don't have any transitional effects and you want these ones, go get that. And then secondly, we have this like swoosh transition. So I always put one at the end of that chorus and then the end of the verse. So if you've heard any of the placement songs I've been getting, I've used both of these transitions in both of them.
Latino, I don't care if you're sorry. I hope they fuck up your coffee. The work is spin slow, but luckily I got my kinfolk. Luckily I've been up in the gym.
I use basically the same transitions in all of them. So yeah, so that is transitions. Third thing is having a distinct style. So if you think to any of your top producers, they all have like a distinctive style. Like Nick Mira with like guitar stuff, Metro Boomin with like dark melodies. Who else is he? Meta Beats with like real dark stuff as well. So all these producers have like a distinct style. So like for me personally, I've been focusing a lot on like the guitar stuff. So having like a distinct style will allow artists to expect like what beats to come from you. It doesn't mean if I'm making guitar beats that like I can't make a little pump type beat or something. I think at the beginning, especially if you're doing like the whole YouTube grind game, like having one style will really help you stand out. And number 4 is using scales. A lot of huge producers don't know music theory, myself included. You'll see a lot of them still using like MIDI scales. So for example, put one in here. So this is what a MIDI scale looks like. It's essentially just highlighting all the notes that you can use within the same key. So for example, this is C minor. So I know all these will be in C. So I could literally plant these down anywhere and they will be in key. This is a terrible example. I'm just going to get a piano up. Yeah, that's better. So for example, the way I personally like to do it is make like a bottom melody first. So for example, you can just start with some bass notes like... So I just start with these bass notes and then build up from there. I did another video on building melodies, so if you wanted to go more depth into this, it's on there. And then once you've got them, you can just start to like build higher notes. I'm just gonna go crazy with this last one and see how it turns out. And the last one is work with up and coming artists. So this was a huge one for me with getting like my first placements, and even I'm still doing this now. If huge producers are working with smaller artists, then it's definitely a good place for you to be starting, because it can be very hard to get beats to say like Future and Gunna. You might as well work with people that are like up and coming and even sound like him. That's an easy way of building connections with artists and just getting like your beats heard. So I'm going to show you a quick way on how I'd go about finding new artists. I've covered this also before. So we're going to start by going to YouTube and think of a producer that sort of is in similar style to you. So for example, I'm just going to use Young Taylor. So these are all of his beats, and they're all basically in like kind of one style. They all tend to be like Post Malone and Juice WRLD, so probably like guitar beats. So since he has this distinctive style, artists are likely to go here for that one style, which may be similar to yours. What you can do is then go to SoundCloud, and if an artist has made a song using one of his beats, they've probably uploaded it to SoundCloud. So what you can do is just go prod Young Taylor, and these are basically all artists that have been using his beats. So yeah, so from here I can just basically go on all these artists SoundClouds, and here's their Instagrams. Some of them even have their emails in there. So this is a really good way of building some connection with some artists. Like some of these are huge, like 9 million, 1.9 million, and you can also go to this tracks bit and go to like past month, for example, and these are all people that have uploaded in the last month, so you know they're still making music. These sounds crazy. So yeah, so you get the point in that. That is like, that's personally what I'd be doing if I had absolutely no contact. I'd be hitting these guys up on SoundCloud. And yeah, that is basically my 5 tips. Right guys, so hopefully you guys learned something. These are basically just like 5 quite important things that I wish I did years ago. And yeah, that has pretty much been the full video. If you have any questions about anything, let me know below, or DM me on Instagram. And yeah, that has pretty much been it. If you're new here, follow me on Instagram at myhzy. Subscribe if you're new. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, that's pretty much been the video. Thanks for watching.